Yeah.
Next question. My question is around consent. How to incorporate it in partnered group or even solo tantric practice? What impact does consent and lack of consent have on the situation, and how to encourage people to see consent as sexy?
My question first of is consent to whom? In which context is this question asked? No, because I mean, let's speak up. Let's say you're in a relationship. You're in a one-on-one relationship with a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In such a relationship, do you actually like when you make love, you keep asking consent with each other? Do I have consent to now touch you? Do I have consent to kiss you? Do I have consent to go down on you? I don't know. Is that how we've gone now? You know, or is it consent? Like the question is ambiguous and they can have 100 answers. Or is it about consent, like to begin the love making? Like, let's say I'm married to Sally, and now I feel very sexually turned on by Sally in this moment, and I want to make love with her, right? Then the question around consent is it like, do I have to go and tell Sally, I'm super horny about you, just I want to make love with you? Do I have your consent to make love? Would you like to make love? For me, this sounds very, very, this consent story in this kind of a context sounds absurd and ridiculous. It sounds, I'm not in any way making fun or putting down the person who's asking the question in any way whatsoever. But the world is going a bit crazy about these things, over the top crazy. And the answer is very simple. It's be attuned and stay present and see. You know, do couples have to ask each other permission to touch each other, consent to do this and that? I mean, I wouldn't go there. No, I would simply say, baby, I would kiss her, I would touch her, caress her. And if I see she's joining me into it, great. If I see, and she tells me, no, I'm not in the mood now, okay, great, we don't do it now. So, I mean, the consent is there, obviously, but it's not in this way of asking, do I have your consent? This superficial way of asking consent and getting permission. No, can I touch you? Yeah, the consent is there or not, then you read it in the relationship, is what I'm saying. So, in terms of group, like the question is too ambiguous for me to answer. Or even solo tantric practice. Whose consent do I need to have a solo tantric practice? Like if I'm touching myself, whose consent do I need to touch myself? I don't get this. So, what impact does consent or lack of consent have on the situation? Which situation? And how to encourage people to see consent as sexy?
Okay, maybe this person.
I don't get it.
If
They'll
we,
have to ask the question in a much more clear way.
yeah. So if you can send it to me more specific, so we can answer the question properly if we haven't yet.